What's up, guys? Marco here from the Vaticans, and today I'm not sure if we're gonna review really, but talk about it real quick. Kind of review Dream Theater's new album, Parasomnia. And what happened is a friend of mine that I went to Berkeley with, we were texting, and he's like, Marco, you got to make a video real quick about this because he wanted to have every one of you guys pitch in on that. By the way, Archie's here. We say hi. He still has no hair. But the thing is, he couldn't decide. I haven't had a chance to listen to it just yet. I know Night Terror, the music video that came out months ago. And long story short, me and my friend Timmy, we were at Berkeley, and we were, back then all we were doing is playing Dream Theater. If you know my videos, I had the P4 and the P1, and we were literally playing at the time Scenes of a Memory Part 2 from top to bottom. That's all we were doing, and it's good that we did. We got it out of our system, because otherwise I'd be still stuck, trying to sound like John, which is impossible. So, so he was like, hey man, listen to it a little bit and kind of see what you think, because the question is, and I guess from looking online, a lot of people are like, well, we can't decide, is this like a little bit more of the same, or is it super exciting, or is it kind of the best album ever? If you look at the album cover, it kind of brings back memories from Images and Words, with the girl, etc., etc. But there's a couple of spots that he specifically told me about, and let's kind of listen in on it together and kind of decide what we think of this, because I know the Dream Theater had a little bit of a phase where it kind of was a little bit more of the same MO, and I know the MO very well, and you all do, Dream Theater's MO, but that doesn't mean that's a bad thing, I mean, Michael Jackson always had the same MO, but let's have a listen and kind of see, I'll give you my honest opinion. This channel, there's no, we don't hold back here. Let's kind of see. I'll get you to the first section that he told me to head into. I think it's In the Arms of Morpheus, and let's see what we got. So the problem is, at this point, we're like 90 seconds into it, and it's still kind of, not that exciting of an intro. I see what they're trying to do here, but it's kind of, honestly, it's a little boring. Yeah. Let me go to the next section. All right. I'm going to keep listening to this whole track. We're at the end of track number 1, so, okay. All right, okay. Yeah, that had some good moments, especially right here, I think around the 4 minute mark, if you check this out here. And Jordan Rudess says that his name is killing it. Classic John, isn't it? So this solo, and I'm noticing right away there's some homage, is that what you call it? Homage, whatever, homage to some prior stuff. This is not this is kind of like a classic John solo from kind of like more like Images and Words and Awake times, the way it comes in, because he had a different MO then than he has today, and this is very, very old school John. So if I heard this solo right now and I didn't know anything from the new stuff, Mangini period, and now obviously back with Portnoy, if I didn't know better, I would say this is like back in late 90s, early 2000s, from the In the Arms of Morpheus solo. classic key change there to D. Yeah, so that to me sounds like old John, which is great. Make no mistake, anything old John back to the Ibanez days, early Ernie Ball days, to me is the best period ever. The thing I struggle with, and that's not just here, it's just lately, it seems like the newer the albums, kind of like the more mid-rangey his guitar is mixed, and there's just, it seems like it's just watered down, and not with respect to playing or sound quality, but it kind of started with the Our New World solo, remember, and especially the Lizzie Hale version, and it just kind of, there's so much freaking like stereo delay in the mix. I don't know what they're using here, probably a Royer 121, Mojave, whatever Mike do what they do nowadays, or maybe the 4, I don't know, but I think, and it just, I wish the guitar was a little bit drier and more on top like it used to be, but man, it's just so watered in to the point where it's almost like not a lead guitar anymore, you know? And that's the one thing I miss about the Images and Words Awake. Of course, technology is different now, you know, back then they recorded it like we did on a Studer, but now it's obviously all Pro Tools and digital, but man, it's just really, I mean, a little bit more, and the guitar is almost going to be just too much in the mix, you know. I feel, you know, sometimes his guitar is just so much in the mix where I wish it was a little bit more frontal, you know. And then there's so much post-production. If you listen to like the solo at Wit's End from I think it's Distance Over Time, man, it's just, it sounds great, but man, it's just so much post delay and echoing and stereo. It's just all kind of shit going on. It's almost a little bit overproduced, I feel like. I feel like the solo would just sound much better if it was slightly less produced, you know. But great solo, you know, great solo. Night Terror, I think we can skip. You know, the video's been out for months, and I was telling Timmy, it's a good song. I don't know. I feel like I love to hear your thoughts, but I think the main riff here, right here, that's cool. But this reminds me of a Change of Seasons. I mean, this is a straight copy and paste from Change of Seasons, isn't it? I mean, and by the way, you can tell I wouldn't even have to know that. Mike Portnoy is back. I will literally, if I were living under a rock and I didn't know, I would notice right here. I mean, this is classic Portnoy, isn't it? You know. And here comes the double bass. Classic Portnoy. Yeah, I mean, this is listen. Right away, you know, here is usually on track 2 and 3 where you set the tone for the album, and this is old Dream Theater. Now, is that good or bad? It's very good because we all love and are nostalgic to the old Dream Theater stuff, but it's bad maybe for modern because it's not, this isn't really, at this point, nothing new, nothing like, oh, wow. And why do I say that? Remember when Images and Words came out, and then Awake came out, and then A Change of Seasons and all that stuff came out, every time you were like, oh my God, this is new, this is groundbreaking. All these albums had something that was Dream Theater, but on the next level. This feels classic Dream Theater, but at this point, not next level. And obviously, look, James is getting a little bit older. You're not gonna have, you know, James singing Another Day, kind of stuff, but he doesn't have to. But the vocals from Night Terror, maybe not so much the vocals, it's just the song is. And then classic modulation here. You know, yeah. See, the problem, and here, this screams scenes from a memory too. I mean, even I was like, whoa, wait, this scenes from a memory too? You know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, this has, you know, scenes from a memory written all over it, which to me is one of the greatest prog rock albums ever made. What was that, 99, 98? When that came out, we were in the middle of Berkeley. We went to see them twice in Boston. My God, we learned that album from top to. Scenes from a Memory Part 2 is probably one of the greatest. Every song on that album is a masterpiece, and the whole concept, and it truly felt like a concept. Here, I think they're trying to do the whole repeat that. And then we know this song well. And here's the outro solo that we know now for months. Nice solo. Does it have the magic of you know, at wit's end? No. Does it have to? No. But it's good. You know, like I said, there's part of me that absolutely loves that what they're doing is just, hey, it's classic Dream Theater, but it's not grabbing me like, you know, where's that Awake magic? Where's that Scenes from a Memory magic? Where's the Change of Seasons magic? It kind of feels, you know. Okay, so I'm just finished listening to A Broken Man. I'm listening to it again, and kind of... I'm struggling with it. Yeah. A little erotomania there, isn't it? Yeah, this has Awake written all over it, which is great. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this track does nothing for me. Does it do something for you? Yeah, there's, to me, nothing really. Yeah, I would love your thoughts on it. And we got to stop with these videos that are just animated, man. Look, call somebody like me, or there's tons of students out there and million content creators. This whole doing music, I think they did a music video for that. It was one of those animated kind of thing. Don't do it. I mean, do a real fucking music video. You can get a real good music video for fucking $3,000. You have so many fans, they'll do it for free for you. But, or at least put in some live footage or something with the bodies. This whole, it doesn't work for me. And the song just simply isn't good. It's I mean, you know, it's I wouldn't have put this song as track 3, and if you needed a filler, then yeah, it's, to me, the song is just doesn't do much. All right, Dead Asleep has some good moments. I just listened to it, and now I'm kind of hitting some spots. Kind of this, I guess, is the keeps it in real time and very honest. There's again a super kind of boring intro for a minute, just where you know, Scenes from a Memory had these intros, like, you know, but they were exciting because they were kind of part throughout the whole theme, and every song was kind of cross-collateralized and interconnected. And here, kind of A Broken Man doesn't have that, so it kind of breaks up that whole momentum. So, but then you are here at the 110 mark, which is cool. This has some good moments. Okay. It's fun listening through it the second time through now, having just heard it 5 minutes ago. And you have all right. I'm trying to see if it re-grabs me again, like it did when I heard it first time a few moments ago. This is so scenes of a memory. Victoria suffered, yeah. Scenes from a memory all over. You know, listen, Father Time has an undefeated record, and you can tell, I mean, there's a lot of production going on to even keep James this exciting. And you know, James, I don't care what anybody says, he might not be everybody's cup of tea. We can all argue if they would have had somebody like Phil Anselmo, they would have been a whole different worldwide famous band. But I always loved James LeBray because, you know, being a Berkeley dude at heart, you know, I'm obviously a musician that's geared towards technique as well, right? Otherwise, you know, you have AC/DC and there's your 3 chords. But there's a lot going on here, a lot of support in production, and it's still, you know, you can tell Father Time is starting to kick in. And, you know, it's funny, I just mentioned AC/DC, or, you know, it's rough to do 3-chord songs when you're a great singer. And imagine having to do at James' age, this kind of shit, you know, 19 key changes and the concentration it takes to know when to come in and out when you're not an instrumentalist, when you're a singer, which is even harder. I remember at Berkeley when we were playing in nothing but Dream Theater type bands, you know, how hard it is for the singer to, you know, there's, you know, versus like a 3-chord song like Sweet Child of Mine, you know, so James is it's much harder on him than a guitar player, because, you know, you can be sick, you can have the flu. Like Steve Vai said, you can still show up and play any song. You know, you'll feel like shit, but your fingers, you'll be able to do it. But as a singer, aging and having to do this kind of stuff, man, is getting rough. And you can tell there, even with the help of production, it's just. I mean, look how watered down his lead vocal is. They're pushing the background vocals, which is probably Mike, a little bit of John. You know, John sometimes can do supporting background vocals, but Portnoy's a really good background singer. But I mean, you can barely hear him here. Listen. I mean, dude, I can't even hear the lead vocal, man. And then we have here. That's the 7-minute mark. Jordan is a fucking beast. Jordan Rudess, however you pronounce his last name. I mean, this guy, I think, I mean, they're all amazing, but from a just trained perspective, pianist, this guy is just in his own league. I mean, Jordan is I'm telling you, make no mistake, that guy is on every level that John Petrucci is and then some. And I can tell you that as somebody who knows piano very well, this guy is in a category of its own, man. And these Dream Theater shit, I mean, when I saw them last, the guy was sight reading it, you know, because to kind of know, like typical pianist, you know, at heart. And but I'm telling you, man, where you and I kind of max out at this kind of music, which is very hard to play, you know, and, you know, I remember back to when we were playing Dance of Eternity at Berkeley, you know, but man, Jordan Rudess, but, you know, make no mistake, a great piano player and a great guitar player is not the same. A great guitar player is here. It doesn't take much to be a great guitar player. A great piano player, when you use the same sentence, means the pianist is up here. It's a whole different fucking level on the piano, man. Scenes from a Memory. And then at the, if I remember, yeah, it's a little bit like Broken Man. It doesn't grab me instantly. It's not the second time I'm listening through it. And again, it's not about the solos, the guitar solos. It's about the track as a whole. This is a band. This is not a John Petrucci solo album. So you gotta learn not to listen to this from a guitarist perspective. From a guitar perspective, yeah, this is great. Go get the tab, and yeah, you have yourself another year's worth of exercises. But again, you know, when you listen to Images and Words, Awake, Scenes from a Memory, Change of Seasons, Even Distance Over Time, and A View from Top of the World. It just doesn't have that magic. It just doesn't keep you. Remember when you listen to the first 5 albums, man, you can't stop listening. You cannot stop listening. But here you can. I have no problem turning this off and going to the bathroom. Whereas back in the day, I would have rather pissed myself than hitting the pause button, you know? So that is Sleep. All right, so we're in Midnight Messiah. A minute into it, it's just kind of looping the same theme. And remember, I'll listen to these songs from top to bottom, and now I'm kind of recapturing. It's amazing how you feel when you listen to them back to back, you know what I mean? GNR vibe there, isn't it? And again, ignore. I know how to listen to these speakers as a producer, having studied production and engineering at Berkeley. Of course, this is not, you know, but. I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's the same engineering team, maybe not. And all these guys are great, you know. I mean, you know, they're confined to us engineers. There's only so much we can do in a mix as well. And I can tell you right now off the bat that, and of course, you know, Mike has a completely different sound than the other Mike is both Mikes, right? Mike Portnoy and Mike Mangini. I didn't realize that. But the mixing on Mike Mangini's drums was clear to me, and I'm not referring to listening to these speakers. I'm you know, I know what I'm talking about when I say that. It's just it was isolated a little bit more, and I know that has a lot to do with the kick setup and of course the miking and the way that Mike prefers it over the other mic. But I feel we could have gotten more oomph out of this riff, you know. And here it opens up because you have less mud, because you don't have all this the strings and the, you know, stereo stuff from the keyboard. But cool riff though. Wow, we're in 4/4. I feel the same as when I listened to it 10 minutes ago, kind of. Poor James. Let's go to, if I remember, here we go. 4 minute I remember was cool. Yeah, it's cool. Listen, it's good. It's Dream Theater, you know. What do you think? It's a good track. It's a good track. It's a good track. Okay, so I'm re-listening to Are We Dreaming, and I don't get what the fuck this is all about. I mean, I get what they're trying to do, but it's really, it's just not executed well at all. It's a minute and a half track of literally like some guy warming up a synth, and there's some breathing and talk. I'm just not connected. You know, with Scenes of a Memory, where they did that, it was fucking amazing, because Victoria was throughout the whole thing, and the guy and the good and the evil, and it was constantly present, and it was exciting and straight to the point. And this is, I mean, and the problem is, if you don't make these inserts, those insert tracks exciting, it's the glue between all of that stuff. So just from a producer's perspective, and I know Dream Theater doesn't give a shit about, you know, popularity. They're going to do what they want to do. It's a prog band. I get that. But even within that, you got to keep the listener engaged. You know what I mean? And I'm just, dude, this is now the third time I'm listening, actually, this track, not second, third time. And I'm just like, I mean, do I love you? I'm like, and of course you hear the background, full ode to Scenes of a Memory. I get it. I know what they're trying to do, but yeah. See, it sucks because I want to know, but I don't know what it is you're trying to say, you know. And Scenes of a Memory didn't have that issue at all. Didn't have that issue, and this is not so much the band's fault as whoever produced it should have. Okay, what the fuck is the story about? You know what I mean? So, yeah. Oh, Bend the Clock. All right. This I heard actually when Timmy and I listened to it. So let me listen to it again real quick, and then we'll re-listen. All right, we're second time through now, and yes, it's a cool track. It's a really fucking cool track. You have that, yeah, little story thing. Again, this is Scenes from a Memory, you know. But I think around the 140 mark, if I remember. Yeah, 140 it kicks into a really cool riff. This should have been your second track, not or okay, Night Terror, because at this point, kind of like everybody knows the video, so okay, cool, Night Terror. What's number 3? A Broken Man is not a good third song. This here should have been your third song. I don't care if it matches with the story, and nobody cares that follows the story, because you can barely. By the time you hit Broken Man, if you ever tried to do a concept like you had. A concept story like you did with Scenes of a Memory, Broken Man takes you out of it. So you would have been far better served putting this should have been track 3. 0 down. This is from a very famous 80-something melody. I have it on the tip of my tongue. But hey, who gives a shit? It's freaking amazing. If you ain't stealing, what's the saying? A good composer doesn't imitate, a good composer steals. So we're all just a lick from another lick, but really cool riff. And James sounds great on this. This should have been your third track, not A Broken Man. And I love, by the way, the theme of what The Broken Man is all about. There's nobody, dude, more in support of that than what I am. Make no mistake. Every other shirt I have is veterans and army related, you know, from my other reviews, man. I'm endorsed by Nine Line, but this should have been your third track. Just fucking great song. And then at I think it was at 4 minute. There you go, 350. Great riff, man. Great playing. Again, just the vocals are just too fucking overproduced. Make him a little bit drier here so he pops. Listen to how James gets lost in the mix, and he's carrying the note here. And I said, well, give him a little auto-tune. That's fine. Shit, he earned his right to use auto-tune, but just listen how he gets lost. And again, I'm not talking to his speakers. Don't be confused about this. I'm talking about the mix. He's got it. He can carry it. Why are you muddying him up so much in the fucking mix? Right here. Right there. Yeah, fucking pop him up. Make him dry on that note. It's like you have so much fucking reverb on him, and probably this is probably on the sends too. It's just he's just getting lost and washed out, man. I feel like you have. What are you doing? Ping pong on him? I can't even. Dude, he's so washed out. It's like you're feeding it from the sends, not even from the front. It's like. And the thing is, he's hitting the note fantastic. You should have made him thick and rich and dry him up a little bit. I'm saying, come, dude, if you're a mixer, you know what I'm talking about. He's just too washed out, man. Listen to how great he's singing it. He should have been. It's like they're, dude. Why are you backing him up so much? This should have been like another day. Him dead center front, dried up, fucking put a little stereo delay on him, a little back end reverb, and fucking boost the mids and get rid of everything, you know, little high pass filter on him, freaking boost the fuck out of him, man. Compress the fuck out of him. But dude, this should have been like, wah! You know? Great fucking track and brilliant singing and beautiful melody, but just the lead vocal is just too watered down, dude. And this is all in the mix. I mean, I hate this mix, dude. I love the song, but I hate the mix. I mean, technically, this mix is amazing, but that's you got to mix from a musician's perspective. Technically, this is amazing. The mix is amazing. Everything is done correctly, but dude. If I had mixed this, dude, James would be fucking. I mean, he wouldn't be washed down like this, dude. Again, scenes from my memory. I can't even hear James. Dude, I can't hear him here. Imagine if I went to the studio to blast this in studio at NRG. It's a shame, dude. Why are you guys washing him down so much? And then at right here at 5 minute mark, yeah. Great solo. I noticed too, man, with the guitar, dude, every album, the guy is just, the the solos get more and more watered down and so much fucking reverb and delay and pre and post. I mean, it's just, you guys got to dry it up a little bit, man. That's just my opinion. And again, I'm entitled to it, but it's just so watered down, dude. And now here you're boosting it. Great solo, beautiful. And see, this doesn't sound like old Petrucci. This sounds like new Petrucci, but great, exciting. So this is new stuff that's grabbed, fucking killer stuff. Excellent playing. Ba. That's a little Petrucci right there, yeah. You get to know the MO, you know what I mean? Awesome. Yeah, fantastic stuff. Just like when I listened to it the first time. Yeah. Great. Absolutely spectacular song, spectacular writing, great singing. But to me, the mix just washes down the lead vocal so much, which is the most important stuff. I'm not listening as a guitar player now. I'm listening as a producer, as a mixer, and this is as an engineer too. But you know, that's the greatest thing I learned at Berkeley in my production major was, I was dual major, guitar and production. In production, they were like, you guys have no excuse not to mix as musicians because you're here being musicians. And the lead vocal is so watered down on spots, man, where it's a shame, dude. Had you made him a little bit drier, shame. Just absolutely fucking amazing song. All right, let me listen to and by the way, A Bend the Clock is probably, that and Are We Dreaming is probably my two favorite. I think that should have been further up in the album, right? Yeah, let's listen to the next track. All right, it's 22 minutes later. However, this song I didn't realize was 20 minutes long. So, the Shadow Man incident. So let's go to right here, the 2-minute mark, which I dig. I think I said scenes from a memory like 60 times, yeah. Little modification. A little bit ode to the overture, what is it, 1928, whatever it was called. The guitar is too washed down, dude. Should be more centered. And then at the, this is cool, at the 8-minute mark, around 8 minutes, are some good moments. And again, dude, how much more do you want to fucking wash down his vocals, dude? What the fuck are you doing to his vocals, man? Dude, let me show you how a vocal should fucking be mixed. Okay, I don't know if this is the way it was mastered, you know. Here, check this out, man. Okay, here. Okay. VATICANTS living. Okay. All right. Let me show you what a vocal should be mixed like. Okay. I mean, this is. Okay. Okay. Same speakers, everything. Okay. Listen to her. Same shit, synth thing, tons of background. Dude, I mixed this fucking song with half the fucking resources than Dream Theater has, man. I can actually hear the fucking vocal. I don't know why you keep washing James LeBride down so much, dude. Listen to this. What fucking sentence did he just say? I can't fucking hear the guy, dude. You have so much water on him that... Again, let me play it to you again. What the fuck, dude? Wow, I can hear that. That's the only part. How much more fucking wet do you want to make him? I can't. This is terrible, dude. Oh, and then at the 12-minute mark, some good moments. I never thought a mix would ruin the album experience for me. A Dream Theater album mix. Whoever's mixing this, man, mad respect to you, dude. Nothing but respect. Again, just my opinion, dude. Amazing job technically. But you gotta go back and listen to Images and Words and Awake. And the best mix of all time is Scenes from a Memory. That's how you mix the vocal. There's nothing to do with how James is singing it. He's doing fucking amazing. At his age, he's fucking killing it. But he's so fucking watered down, I can't even make out the fucking sentence he's saying, dude. And again, which sucks because we're trying to listen to this as a musician, not as a guitar player. As a guitar player, I know what all of you guys are doing with your majesties. You're skipping the vocals anyway, going straight to the solos. But I'm trying to really enjoy it, and he's so watered down. It's terrible, dude. Classic Dream Theater. It's great. And the whole section here is great. I listened to it already. It's fucking incredible. And the solo is fantastic. It's right up. His guitar is too muddy. But badass track. And then the way it ends is kind of... So you have this whole thing where, again, you have a minute fall off, which whatever, you know. But so you have a whole minute here where you kind of have nothing. Just wind noise, so it's kind of... yeah, here, let me show you something, man. Dream Theater, and we'll go to albums. Here we go to albums in here. Listen to how you mix a vocal. Here you go. We'll go to home, and we'll go to, actually we can go to the overture too. Right. There you go. I can understand every fucking word. Closer now. And this guy can still sing this. Make no mistake. This guy's good enough. Listen to how great the mix is. And I'm not saying that his performance is not, I'm strictly talking about the mix. He has good processing on his voice here, make no mistake. There's a lot going on in post-production here, but he's so fucking watered down, the new shit. I can't, it's too much, man. There's nothing to do with hitting the notes. And if you listen right here on the pre-chorus, okay, right here. This is low notes for him. He can even sing this today perfectly. Listen to this. You can hear every word. And that's the problem. To me, Parasomnia is overproduced. Parasomnia is overproduced. There is way too much fucking production going on. And Dream Theater is not a band that you can overproduce because you have so much. By the way, John Myung's playing is incredible, but he always is. Parasomnia to me is I hate to say it, but the mix takes me out of it. You know, if you're a guitar player, you probably don't care. You're gonna take your Majesty and just go learn every solo inside out. But the vocal is so watered down. The guitar at points is so watered down. There needs to be less post-production on it. Kind of what Slash did. Kind of go back to you know. It's just, dude. It's just like you took the album and just put a freaking huge hall reverb on it, and it's just too washed down. Half the album, I'm spending wishing I could hear James LeBrie. Or Labrie, however you say his name, which is a shame because he's one of the best singers in the history of fucking technical singing, and yeah. So yeah, I think it's a good album. I'm happy it exists because I love Dream Theater, but I listened to it, and now I feel like I can go back to listening to Awake, Scenes from a Memory, Images and Words. This or. Oh, it's the one after that with the producer, I forget. But, yeah, shame. Yeah, good stuff. Glad it's there. Glad these guys are doing it, holding down the fort. I'll always support, I'll always be a fan. But you guys got to fucking back off of the water, as I call it, the wetness, the reverb, man. Just dry it up a little bit. Seriously, yeah, shame.